Hello, this is Zachary Levine, and this is going to be my submission for the SDG 3 assignment. And I've chosen to present on SDG number 4, which is quality education. And I'm going to be comparing the Kenya versus the US in my charts. So let's get started. So, what is quality education? Quality education ensures inclusive and equitable quality education for all. It focuses on literacy, numeracy, and lifelong learning opportunities. It aims to reduce inequality and improve economic mobility. And some examples being teacher training, school infrastructure, and digital access. Why could 5G help improve education? It would enable e learning and virtual classrooms in rural areas. It would support video conferencing and cloud based tools for schools. It would improve teacher collaboration and access to online resources, and would connect remote schools to global education networks. Here is the first chart. I chose to look at some average years of schooling, which is average years of formal education for individuals aged 15 to 64. And you can see the United States way up there, almost at 14 years, and Kenya's a little lower at around 6, almost 7. And also the completion rate of primary education, 1990 to 2024. Kenya was pretty low back in the 90s and what came on a steady rise in the early 2000s up until recently. But you can see the United States has been pretty straight lined for all those years. And this is showing people of 3 to 5 years above the expected age of completion that have completed their primary education. And here's a share of the population using the internet. So you can see the U.S. shot up in around 95, and Kenya was a little lagged behind a while until late teens up into the early 20s. But USA is up there almost to 100%, and Kenya's just sitting around 40. This is a share of the population who used the internet in the last 3 months. And 5G based solutions to improve education in Kenya. 5G powered online learning for remote schools, smart classrooms using AR and VR for science and language lessons, teacher training and via real time virtual sessions, mobile education platforms for those rural students, and reduces the urban-rural learning gap and promotes more inclusion. And so that was my final slide, and here's my works cited. I used obviously Our World in Data, Education and Internet Access graphs. That's where I got my charts and graphs from. And I used World Bank Education Statistics for Kenya and the United States, GSMA, the Mobile Economy 2024, and ITU Digital Education of 5G Reports. Thank you so much for listening, and again, I'm Zachary Levine, and this is my submission for SDG 3 assignment.